you say di komo bright nyampon e wa say ya bobo ne maso mampani regis bakwa kunsia oteka ho ene ehwo dodode ya aba ya manfo mo potem wonum no enya so fa so ni bi ane yedi komo mampani ba pro e wa tivido mantemu ko Savannah region upper west region afa upper east ne potem awdo akanya no mampani ko onum ode aprobado ba na wie ya nura na obenya se ne no pay bedi komo nti right when any o kan wasem sese yi no o ya TV no so when na o kan wasem sese
exactly when to share business one mu ya sabin previous papa ne ye obi a o se me dem yenyimu me pesa me share region me nya vote pa fi ho ena ka me ye project a ye fe pa ho no mo
and I don't even Asante region coordinating council going you facing
tabi ena me ka Asante region for me did so mu sa coordinating council ya on benya na ka we na si wo mu ha no mo nanso ye wo president a won dwen se we ye madesi anase we nye madesi aha me ma me vote anase ha ma me vote de ne de nyina ne se Ghana mpuntu no etesen and of course Savannah region a part of Ghana and nti se me develop Ghana na se Savannah nko aka echi a enya ade beboa me na wo so otu anamo and nti coordinating council si wonu me ensin kran yo ensi kumase e was Savannah region when you are fair the regional minister na
this type of building now call all the 6 regions
exactly
omo ye ebu ahafo blue east any omaka nyaso with the same building
and nti no Ghana for the empese ehuni ati ase nse regardless of a year ahuhiehie na mu sesiye no atenkwa his excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo kakra wagigi fi Ghana for ho no sabi mprediansa on fam panisirimu what the small my conquer Ghana ebeni this project that we see there and it yan kama pesa Ghana from boom ponte na ke yehwe se sa project we kwana se me see just one room company kwaso o my saying and I say kwaso me yankasa me see the saying to talk about a whole project like this ye dey ma all the 16 regions send e be kwaso Ghana eye sika ene di same atenkwado na so no wa me no kaso mu a new education directorate
oh yes
for the region no say anko baby ase Bolly Bamboy ne kusisi ye Bolly Bamboy mama krom na Savannah region ya kati across all those areas nyina ni krom mankasa ne yense da hu monumental project bia ho ono ankasa ni krom no ni yemu krom ankasa no ye hu bibia sa ho
so in this case no Oman Center
debi
tanya oba the other region bia Ashanti region Kumasi it all the education directorate head directorate wa ni nyina wo Kumasi no
was spread no
yes ana ye
debi se ne be ye kuro no mu no bia ne bia beden ebobose eyenimdi a ekuro papa na odi ye adwuma sa enu nti no former president otena so Wontumi develop ni kuro mu no and his excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo wo develop ni kuro mu di ama no enu na 3 days today na metie DC no interview was say under the leadership of President Akufo-Addo the kind of school buildings near there cost wo Bolly Bamboy no wono anka so betena kuro mu no ogumida but President Akufo-Addo on free Bolly Bamboy but yes to development be Buama Savannah region tumpon of which Bolly Bamboy is part of it in no wo ye ama ho na dey we ni peye and it education directorate building no wo put you up we ya commission di ye adwuma a great office for the region enso anya ne de no so ekoso mo di adwuma o yesi eye regional head directorate e de mo so awie wontumi nya we nyina wa be di asam for the regions wo nya ye court for the region so no wo so project aye regia ya hand over e de amamo menia odi eno to nchen ya on the 11th of July 2021 and His Excellency the President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo a commission 85 bed capacity of Bupe Accident and Emergency Hospital.
Ashanti region
exactly. Now just when you 85 bed capacity.
Senior no cry bad.
Not at all. Because omuni project bia same kran to say President Akufo-Addo die no e wo hono mo. Former President Mama Kwadi alone so abesi bi won menua wan to plan to dere e no sorry fi akunya so de koye with all the 8 years NDC aban ebedi su nya no yentumi ehunu a significant monumental project e course so e wo Savannah region and for that matter talking about the Northern Territory what dey no to nchen ya AstroTurf aye kan wasemi a new region and for that matter be a good year youth between the Savannah region enya ne de construction of Bonja to Fosu road and also your road that a link to Yape one of the biggest road that a Buama Savannah region mutepa. Former President Mama Bedi President Nyano went to me and faster been previousa. Nimdia and Buama Sakwano and Tupon. I'm one hour the northern sector for that matter Savannah region. His Excellency Nana Danko Kufado Bayeno. Why yes, Akwan Hueduma Ediamamo. In fact, in total, Savannah region to me looking up to 1,500 kilometers of route. And our President Akufo-Addo Ben administration yet they brought the good people of Savannah region. Many of the news we are near ye. What can I say 2 days or 3 days today ya? Or sa committee compost recycling plant no. Yes. Which ye just
se Fred ubenya e de man ya fama na ye senate.
Jumano
Kumasi dia ni na
Exactly. Koye say adwuma no koye say the beboa amen no so utie Josman a wo say no nkwa no befa over 400 to 500 adwumayefo. So you see, way of creating employment at the same time now no ye sign a develop importemo adiamon. Etimini yabonra eya dwen sana sama o kan ye no say with the creation of the region edimpuntuo adwuma ani adwadie aba no nature say any kwan so ano no because nyama ekoso nya di adanse say ampa Savannah region indeed gradually no development here dey ekoso ebebre okọ eye ayaresabia sisi a bebre na akoso mampa omo ibog bia former president Mahama start here nanso sabi mpeduasa sika na mo ankasa epe ya omo so omutumi wi ya maneka no mpenti no omo atumi awie e-blog no it was just around 45 to 50%. His Excellency Nana Danko Akufo-Addo Baye no ya complete sa project so dia mom and me no kasa no etumi farm ofra emu kosu ya de but when tumi awie sa project yet you claim say ho no ye den was so good. Yeah, exactly. A nice company and also some the good people of Savannah region. Enti achenkwa we mu nyina no ye niema papa. His Excellency Nana Danko Akufo-Addo MPP aban baye no regardless in the mix of COVID-19 Ukraine Russia war de eka kan nyina no entese ya to impuntu nso safo ano e de ato atwene and also ekoso eduma akretia ma omo the Savannah region achenkwa ye body a ye mbeso. I mean the rate at which our mofranya kwenya koko suku Savannah region once again yabonru asakan bi was nka free SHS no amba enka wonim se ne mofra bebrene no any di school ho sa se no money di ho pa o wana wo fa na that is the point wa wo fa na come say because sika bia ni wono mo enti ya na misugu miyem sametese Ghana for kase the way a Ghana aye den no enu ntiro mo hu ni se senka NDC ne wo so anka ya achenkwa na miyem aseme what the Numa Air Kosui under the leadership of Nana Danko Akufo-Addo MPP Abeno at the total that of NDC there. And Nyama Bebre na ebetu ya kasa His Excellency the President Nana Dunuwa no mwa achenkwa ya die nsabesi ebu akasa Nyama we MPP Ababa ne baye no untumi mfa wo san bi under the leadership of former President Mahama. Na kanana do ama ketumi say Ghana sika at the sum of my konko Ghana this year. The so na sense ko school mu ko suya de. Now at least we SSR o set no ebetumi aboa amwanye dwuma ye achenkwa ge hu bida ye kwa huchiem under the leadership of former President Mahama. That was the time of suspending the payment of teachers allowance and nurses allowance. That was the time I suspended CM Feduma for some sika de tuamoka because ye nim sika bi betu the edi amount. It was the time and then this voice catcher and say mo wie school na munye dwuma nya mo nkom kotwa grass na no de mo bebre mo nya bi aton de amamo no mo nya bi edi de enye sika de tumbotum all sort of insults and na buy so as at that time. But and me no kasa chenkwa is it the case day in day out employment ekoso mama kamara for say pictures na dey show ni president to wa call no etido mantem no bi na ye dey kire mu a bosumo bomoni akomo wo ho no ye ne bright nyampon na edi enkomo ente ne ni si lawyer ya Adomako Baaafi kane panyi na wono so na dakuta odi ano de ma NPP amanyoko no ne ye ne wo fiase wo nkomo bokaka ne bebodi afa aban ni ma dia odo a wodie na face no ene ma odo a wo benya se Ghana fo benya ho faso na bo o man Ghana so tie kɔ na nim ti mama ka food source limited FM adia jomo na banansa 0257 0309 62 0257 0309 62 0256 399 546 edoni amienu one lady obapa capsules said obu ma ne pa ntito maire na be ma so to junior branch capsules ni bi na also otim ananom ti oba also to junior ni bi fama be ma se bi be ma ne so ebeti abadwuma edi ama kolinak benya bi ato habme dania ba ana Fred Mess benya bi ato face up dank omu na etombi kopa bi na to na enti emo bright azenkwa
nyame adma yakeka we na ne yene masa Ghana fo timi hu na otimi ade to nkoto dwom ne dusi akoto aba na omagina so de to aba ade ama aban no ade ba ko ne se modie nyame amadom matimi aye police station awie matimi aye constituency awie my regiment my national awie ya ne kra na edin asase ba the national appointment ese omo ya omo ne deputies no bebo ane so no omdom na eba afa na ndisi fo so asase a worika community edibom we na kan na no omdu ba bi o makasa Ghana eden ne kan na nya de abetia board Ghana fo nyina so no mto abentia NPP se ba NPP ko opposition right here o masase ye omo elections oba sentiment emwase a enura per videos amnya ye kire se omo the target eba ha so omo ba be emu penipa on be ko ma bo na so omo komdi eba omo kata mu and indeed no manya no on fe se eso ombo ya obi sida se ombenya ni parodo sa wa sentiment emase niema be na ekosunti a ombetenya andisi ba regime ombetenya nwode aka se o ni e target nya indeed betia ma win election 2024
ajankwa target no menyini se wo hu ana
nyanga se mi hu
omudi data na beto bonte nya fifim you see NDC yenyusu propaganda way see e be kasache Ghana for no they are good at that and you see manen shoki embebre that e bia na Ashanti region
when friend ka so beto mo wa
na ne nasi bi so that one is there but manen shoki bebre that yenye biribi nso entungu Ghana for ni mangu sampa Asante region the stronghold of MPP kura no yetumi aboru maso yakwa ebibi no it is also possible said that's what they are doing what they are not to nchen azumi said your moka no registration mo year for party members oma cd that target no achenkwa hwe eye party and I said the trend of political history in Ghana NDC ewo majority number odi wonachi MPP will say but history will tell you that say NDC and try so be we abemu a ye demand so be win election so it's any news wa ba Asante region na azumi so abenya the number na wo can say for that matter ntino enipa we so mu do for NPP I can say NDC ntino and your munyina be kwakoto aba de ama amodi nkonem no there might be a reason o kasa de chom no I mean don't be surprised sisika go NDC be tue yam obi kwa sabeti na kwato odi they can easily do that at that time sikanti na be influence man be ye me ye wie no and it ends there me no contract na so enu ntin so wotu already say nipa nyina ye na sefo ne ade o achenkwa emenu no mboye mu me de hyem nkran ne say as party then ye betumi aye na so munya nipa mpo ne ade kora na ye be mo hu de party no aye and for that matter mo say if we are to compare NDC and MPP stand tall in terms say ye to aba abo my konkon Ghana and no ne makoma so ade so from the leadership structure from the national to the police station levels no me de me hu ni say yema eye mechanism ye be put in place wona obetumi aboa party no nia ton party ni niema ni ade aye ma ne nka dem no we should empower them achenkwa no tumi mbo party niema no dawro mema discrimination ye adwuma te say we na na di mechi wa bra na me contest we na ndi mechi so let me ignore that person even though some good aspect be that person one you betumi tabi in aboa ama party no and look attractive to the ordinary person there no atobama MPP we should consider that na yenja say bia when na di mechi we no ndi mechi no ye ne sa dia then whatever they are saying and also whatever they are talking about out there no atenkwa ebetumi abemu dia ma won ebetu ba say nya no kre but amanfo keep on project won in that man na atenkwa ebetu atomanfo trim but see to be raising up a team why you ever ready to work for the party ni anye nhwehwani mu ade yo bia se we na di meti we na madam we na eminua and for that matter yenyu su mfanye bibi wa bra the skills was what the side in any side achenkwa ye betumi akoyanim it is the message from your party side from the national leadership to the last person who police station they say yentumi identify one na obetumi aboa adwuma no yemfa bi nsese wonsa enya wo faase ne akontasem but one now bet me a year dumano we should identify them near fancy one san one year dumano and yen sa wo bia de odonya koma pa be year dumano ama party no etumu ayakono achenkwa niema bebreni aye so academ enyema bebreni aye so academ enu ti e be srese party for ne mboa empayifo ne mboa na empaye de wona obetumi akwa bonten atonton sa niema we nyina no achenkwa enwe ni peye sa ne be ya coming 2024 ye betumi adi nkonim media me wogidie sonko si etoto ye niema ye hye ye niema ye atenkwa 2024 elections no enya ade be den dia mai ne ba ye de watimi wakame ene adidija munane ho ahwane ene nantintwetwa ne dia de nya kaka ho dia ene enya ade betumi aboa ne eno nti no de NDC fo aye waye won de awie after all MPP nso yenye registration ane aye si enye ye ebi aboko Savannah region ne yetumi nya more than what they are also thinking about in Asante region possible enti media focus no enye the president Akufo-Addo ene MPP abaye no within 6 years no atenkwa what the total NDC in 8 years ye ledi o more than 75 to 80%. Enti adan ye ntumi nka saa asem won cha dasama ye nkonkron kitom ye mbode roma dasama ntie sector by sector, department by department no mo hu se we na ban ne ba waye even though oh my Ghana emu ayedin
me really a write up here na no pay say Muhammad did well than Nanado but na this communication na enye
atenkwa write up no menim se nyanji fo na kwese dem tro adia eden pa no ye ya wo ya ade sene eye MPP aban ade ade pa under the leadership of former President Mahama. Then partner to community between their kind pa. Se sadie wedie. Papa in the year nationwide. I to me so my conquer Ghana nyina.
No a former president.
No a former president.
No a president.
No a president. And that's not a vice president no. And the president set a committee may investigate no. And I would do so 4 years bro my conquer Ghana. Eme numa enyina gugu ye.
Enongo.
We yi adumafo adi want to me fed my for because on one the conditionality of the core IMF near the two and for that matter yes me fed feduma and also we try teachers and nurses allowances him. These are some of the things I do be kind of
that's it
to a year a bind ya na achenkwa a dozen project human empowerment achenkwa aden ye ntumi won lizi ye mbafo no ne empower won no ntumi kwa ye adwuma we embo adasama emen kumidie no enye party dia coming 2024 achenkwa the only secret I bet me Aboma party edinkunim. It's not about the next flag bearer. Atenkwa it's not about the next running mate, but it's about your turn party no. Ya bakwa some nyema ya in the next 2 years we no. Atenkwa say to me sadie we ya. Trust me. Breaking the 8 no. Enye slogan. Enye nyimu to keke. Nemum Ghana fo nyina behunu na obeso ye nyuma pemu. Na ninto mbe gina so aboa ma MPP aban no asan atoa ye na administrations wi mu. But ya anya ne sadie a atenkwa breaking the 8 can just be a mere slogan.
Ano aya bright nyampon se partner to nyema ye ankarema mom ye na se akoba se partner ma waye no o manyina so afa anko magana fo ehu na ye mpapa mu na ntitwitwa mikodi we achi nti se wanwini a na eno wano no dia ene breaking the 8 no e baba ye main slogan ere ma partner no aya bright nyampon ena oten enka no City Aba company e drone waso de abani ne City capsules City ointment na capsules ne boa immune system na woden ama wode mapa ejane na sebe ya yade bi ba so a na tinya ko na ediatia sa na ointment sa wonam na ye oya na akokopa bi ato na de asesle bebo tu na ma wase e de fiwo edi amount woko apedank Mesiaba BT Royals Freddy Mens Bezerekwa Mama G afa okwa Promantem Western Regional Capsule Pharmacy Amen Tony K benye bi ato won takrade Mensa a makasa ka wonum saso ana okanshi drug lane no oduan ma dodo bia opa bia se no osabeti aka na oso watimi ato na etimi aboa ntino kola kopa bi na to na nom ode sa wo yira kwan aframpani wa 0505 767425 0505 767425 ana fe 0209 682836 na be bia to metinya aboa no ye City Aba company for draft wana edia bag gaman so sa fatigue ana achew se bia omenta aye sharpness ne bia enema sire nkoyie afei se bia blood flow no flow here wadi na gogo press Spanish 3 powers combined wana draw ya omodia bag gaman so ni bi Spanish gingo capsules Spanish garlic mixture na afei Spanish garlic capsules sedwe mi asa alaboa mo awade mapa emote jana suma duma oye no eta koyie wo fo kase ko tobi na nom awade gyina ma wo so anya awade agbaduma danda nyina beto bi do bia benya bi ato e wonom Koinak Daniaba Freddy Mens Mesiaba Abme KNG and Canadian Gladys no Missy Pharmacy na face no aya blazer rekwaso benya bi ato e wonom Smartaba e wo boase bright yampon kromonom 0266 1141 11 obeye don bi ato na so etimi aboa lawyer yaw Adomako Baaafi otro book bi ose kwateka so be man tuma ya tinidin that was say
ajenkwa ansana me kono say there are few people in our party omotenase in terms of communication some of us baby could be jani atenase near your presentation answer
okay
and you are lawyer one of them.
Oh, wow.
You must be behind the scene. You see any baby from communication. Is such an asset for our party when it comes to the communication. In part, in Basi yenye Jumambwa party Nagasa. And we will continue to admire him.
Sure.
And at any point, he being a bian or see a one of we will do that because we're sacrificing a lot for the party. Ebi at the appropriate time.
Wait, never na kan chama untu na kan. O se lawyer Adomako Baaafi. Wa throw book sa so ni ka pre.
The book be about to be out on some more.
Ayo. Patre ko so be fa untuma. Tienidin. O throw no 2020 election no throw sa book no.
Sure. He's such a fine man.
Wow, o throw book ni we no. Me hu so lanchi book no. Me hu so ton book no. Me so the Kogu Dankwa Institute. Me hu be book ni ko ye. Ene obi say last time no book. O throw we be no de ye.
E no busa no.
E say mo book no.
Me na share on several occasions but first time I'm na share e was TBC ni anchi.
Right, ene ya bright nyampon. Lawyer ma che.
Mejo so.
Bibi I find there.
Oh. Nyame adom.
I see when Mike man na etila kaye setila Mike man na fe ibi anya kama lawyer ya Adomako Baaafi obi passport ayra me se mo dem hu na mo ka chere se won na ayra na ne de man ye mo wan se passport no ye issue man no on the 19th of August 2022 and then 26 August passport na ayra be dia kabrante dem se la
hello
bibi I find there
nyame adom
ede nyame ase ubedu ano pay na
bedru na na jopa
asemo
bedru na na jokakra
se fi boko
oh nyame ni adom bibi aboko
mamini kamisa wo say what your book sa 2020 election otro book bi kwatre kwase obema wontoma tinidin book no otro wiye na eba abonten no ehne koye ene me wo mu no Ghana for do say na umati na Ghana for do say na nya bia kenkan ana book no tro wi a ya na otro wi na wo kwa anaka
medasipi anope mami nyina eye afidie so na menchia atifo ene ahwefo ewo Wontumi TV ene Wontumi FM 101.3
sure
is it a privilege morning show atifo nyina sɛ bia mesrɛ ne sɛ yɛmfa hoɔden nyamesuro ne mpaebɔ mfa nso mɔ man no
correct
sɛ menyame di kan ne mɔ man no ho do di kan san de party aba yɛde no kura bɛyɛ dwuma
no correct
yes sɛ nyame nso di kan yɛne party no yɛde no kura nso bɛma yɛ ho yes yɛmmɔ mpaeɛ fa mɔ mampani Akufo-Addo na bɛdi akyire His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia asoafoɔ nka yɛne nyinaa na ɔmo soso nyame mmɔ ɔmo akwankyerɛ pa no motumi mfa ne ɔman n'anim
no correct
Krata na busa me no 2020 election I'm say you see 2019 no I realized say ya ye niema mebre na ma oman no na na dan ko Akufo-Addo ya niema mebre dia ma oman no na so ne ye hye den ni specific literature ya betima make reference so me trase na enye say na me mpese ebekọ akoye say de enkwan ye no me fa NDC manifesto 2008 2012 2016 and in 2020 when sano pay me ban my elite nkata me fagu so na ba akoka ho me jani nyina ho and me fa sector by sector into offer economy offer education offer health offer infrastructure offer education offer agric any security any governance e bia offer no ahwe ne NDC kan consistently since 2008 yeah one more anye na so repeatedly omugu so e promise Ghana for and na made toto the MPP ya kan 2016 election you know nia yatimi aye nti me kan omudi ani nia maka wi na se kira ne se kwatere kwaso be mountoma tienidin na me yes akrata nanya no nko the inconsistencies eniema wudo na John Dramani mama no ankasa ka wabuso eno so me de eno ka ho me wieye ena me san me de nia NDC for no ankasa endorsement om de ama John Dramani mama and in propaganda we call it testimonial testimony and no dia man no say nipa de say no tie ti say Ghana ni bi ni na me die no so ka ho ena me wie ye ena ono ani book o tire my first school dita me saka book no e ba ye no ni be say 2 months me read me dia wie nti
mama de no
I had finished everything say no kura na nyese bia na me ye critique ni ade bia metimi de wa ma e bi kura bia 2 weeks book no nya bia na dia wie ena ono ani nsem o kan ya eni nti no ensese Ghana fo ebedi na chi no medi ni nyina aka ho enti me wie ye no ena a book na ankasa man family am me ye no FSTJ there's a food soldiers friends for food friends of food soldiers for truth and justice media no shame me ye more than 2000 Ashanti region me brem 300 me de kugu me nua chama Wontumi ehonum other individuals be me ma ho bi said they work and me be called down kwa institute na me botaye ni nyina ne se me de boa campaign no enye book na me ye no maton but I train na pressure e ba me so amanfo opebi ni ade no me agina me take bia no I'm consistent with it me say me mo a me koso de aboa party na bi no say ya me no okase I started another one and I'll commend Nyampon. He's such a wonderful we had a kind of confidence and now we are very focused on him the and that is communication. Who beside the question be about NDC4 say target no so beside the part of do no and can they rather endorse it but the way I see actually mono which means he understands the game so next man pay no okay do no ma compare me ye region by region as at 2016 no now we had only 10 regions though only created other regions maybe we had not done a lot and then no sector by sector yeah me revise it me book no na maye
e the same name
kwaso ma tomati ni din na said no akamfo etaka na amata edu ni book ba ko anowa eno no say if nakedness promises you clothes at his name so what you say na me de eno to ho no mo a o fa sector bia no a ne NDC for san be promise bio no meaning there is nothing new under the sun o pagya ya ewum waka we die no be ka biem we die no be ka biem entinya sa meton however me books bit say the right to speak and write correct English subsequently say me ba ha me brobi
okay
me ye no me launch in 2012 e British Council ye nipa e ba na nya de ketua asante askore ahinsan this year ekonani abranti a me kire brofo amampanimfo akukudam ibi MPs ibi ministers NDC type ibi abrofo na ye kire om se brofo ye taika na eso so no bia you have frowned your face in English we don't frown our face when you are frowning you are contracting the eyebrow so when you use the face in addition it becomes a case of tautology so you are frowned however you can use frown with on to say you have frowned the laws that is you have obeyed the laws of the country in English something like you have raised up your hand when you are raising it's going up so there is no need for you to add it up it's a case of tautology you have raised your hand or you can put up your hand about 300 pages na no krata no no na nyema base num about 300 mistakes in English language on my way going definitely when you are on your way you are not standing still you are going it's a case of tautology you know there are certain verbs in English we don't need any prepositions for instance we are investigating into the case it's wrong we are investigating the case I want to stress on the point wrong I'm stressing my point I want to voice out my view wrong I'm voicing my view we don't voice out our views however if you want to use such verbs as nouns then you can bring the prepositions for example the journalists have started investigating the investigation into the case fine the journalists have started investigating the case it's a verb you don't need into but they have started their investigation into the case I entered the room you can say I have entered into the room but then you can enter into an agreement very interesting no no
that be abrimbi
oh me brobi
na no no otro ye no what the ma schools And I say utro ne say
normally yeah na me books me be call Investor of Ghana bookshop me be call president.
Well, I think say book how come say ade be boa SHS for ne pa.
Sinti say you know me person say me dey nti no one doctor one professor me dey am Investor of Ghana o my review awie and masade akoma naka national assessment curriculum yina eno akra me call ho cantonment they are doing a wonderful job. You so mu hwem ene me krata ba ko a good manners ewiase mpempenso a ye beduru nyina no ni omampani a oteso ni obeba ni ombeye bia so man no ana wiase nko nanim no se yensu ene ye ban ensi ni ya yenkoye nim and the civic education me ma metubuzia but I've read copiously about him ye de ba ya na ewo yemu ma omai mu nsem ni ohiasem arise Ghana youth ye ni assassini we were inculcating the concept of patriotism ewo ye na adwene mu no and then nyina no eko inti nipa ewura politics mu nyina MPP ni NDC mu nyina on the one target me piska no matter what se mesisi nipa metwa nkontompo mai we say ya I want to satisfy the top dogs and get what I want to get and why eninti no good manners for you know book it encompasses everything and I think so no ma wani ba won say the grass is greener here. So brain drain concept yeah man for me kwabroche ni ade no there is no better place than Ghana.
Opanyi be ka asem the same thing kire me say what Ghana na say wo ye wadwuma better as what Germany.
I'm telling you na emrofo na ni ate e woni emabim udru America any of the European countries we be a beautiful girl young man nice one na okuta placard no atwere so I am a poor person help me I am homeless help me
no ha
eno wo masa say yo nwanwa wo mfa no ma ha o yenko an ye so ye Michael fi yase na niema wo mayi mu no say ye de hyase afiri nkwada no mu ane ye kritia there's no better place than Ghana onyame nyansam no de nya ba ha sei but until say the issue of morality as you said the issue of say bet mama suni ban no asiso amo man ho do ane nyamesuro ye de beso mo man no say no na ma aban yo bebe bia ti say MPP aban Kufuado ya fight corruption na in fact in terms of what they saying emra ye dey fight corruption ye na ye ene yensu ne ban ye dey to aso no still enkusiaga enema mienu asese mi target pa no ese ye beboa modena mabunu na ye ba no mabunu na ye ba no ye betimi aboa amoma embrace that from the word go. Number 2 apomuden ni omampani ye bia ni omampani obeba be ye bia no se yantimi an create awareness ama ya nhunu se nyame nyansam se no bo yen ye ne moa e wo su mebrebe ye didie mu in terms of that Ecclesiastes crowd de o kan ni se onipa yensu ni emba te se moa enti se ni aboa wu a unhu ni biensa na nipa te eno tum ye didie no wo hwe se ni esitie yen digestive tract yani ye more ye omnivorous any or carnivorous any or herbivorous na carnivorous ni ye jatanom wo mo digestive tract wo mo wo mo de yam ne ma no ye different wo we na mo nche na yam ba ye de no ye ben do ye carnivorous ye we ha na so ye omnivorous ye ben herbivorous animals no ye wo mo de no o we na mo a ayam ntem kura be 3 days kwa be ne fa so num suo fasting ye ehun ya pa na mre dodo se no se fasting uye busu a uka onipadua exercise ehun fa so ne ma mebre ya no so no me ye politics nyina no se ye beboa a create character se ye beboa ama health eno so akoye preoccupation eno so ya de a eka ho ye ne ma de a kyerɛkyerɛ mebrebe na ena adwuma no dɔso no nti no
oba no owura fifi bi na
mebrebe fi bibia
meka nkrata
with the 20 books that I've written send me an trade
what was saying
20
and lawyer still ya ma chairman DVTV
na sa chairman asem na okan ye no chairman yo minua kuma me respect you so much me ni wontumi ananti ye pa
ese kasabre ka lawyer
I am not the
20
type
books
I am not the type wa me rush 3 books
okay
book ba ko amekere no my books on political communication me wie about 5 years ago Professor Kwam Kakari Professor Ansu Chireme Professor Kofi Ajikum Professor Kwesi Yanka Professor Babu Ateng Professor Eriko Poku Mensa Dr. George Domfe and many more and ashim
sure
wo mashim awie still and anu ye you know young cause and publishing. I've also realized that one of the reasons are MPP in particular and say communication and our ideology. Was we MPP 400 biano women in philosophy a say 80 in philosophy. Now say me koye a training Eastern region with the organizers, and I realized that last week here Namwo Central region many a futu constituency we did it. Many akwakwa if spoken say be makwan na Ashanti region as soon as possible because charity begins at home. Bible no cross yen hya free Jerusalem dey akọ Judea. It is a menam other regions na me ye dia many Wontumi nso yakasa and they are all happy. The materials are there and I will demonstrate something. Problem wa ye face menu nyampon kan. Na problem wa ye face no we have not sat down as a party to research into it. Into approach the communicate here way back 2016 no eno ade di echi.
Hwe na mon hwe na wode select wo nim philosophy na party na esi na ni so no. Ana say we mepenasem mame mbo no ko kusini ko ba bia na.
Meba ye no so nti in order not to feel distracted no yanko one by one. And somebody be on mo minya no. Sanse we no no new administration aba. And asabi America for the shase is a Roosevelt no can say or the same 100 days honeymoon. Inti wo mama be no.
Mama some days.
Yeah mo some days.
Okay.
Omo toto niema. I believe and I trust say ombeye. And inti bia for now no say wo ko rashi me briba ne bia enye wakwan and the best in so no you betimi akọ omo no makoka nti ebi on my betimi aka na
so
ebi also so you approach them ebi so se be mo mre nti anopai no mawie sa no menchia santeman no machia santeman so awie no minia eniama kakra bi o se bididi kan abrantie bi ana pani bi owo swam owo kemi yon friend na kwakudua yes
oyede o
wodi se nhunu mi de minim position asampa de ama no my friend ni asampa ya so are busy in 2025
nana kwakudua
yes your friend nana kwakudua
oyeden wonnim position a woye
media de minim se yesu se woye hwan yo tamwa ye maame ye Elizabeth ye maame Patricia Piagin woye KM boss no how are MPP nya akese no nefri nana kwakudua na omukara sem no wonu
odaso ho
me banya botre onu na wodi nani si adwadifo so ye niema akodu ba bi apart si ye no osasi beba no ankofa no but na sampan ye general secretary regional secretary no na wono soso no welfare enti agya sabe wonim so asesa na wadu na chiko nya oye taxi drivers no metin say even last 2 weeks oye bi sa ma sampan bufui and of course sampan as a party member on transit kusisi party ni but dem di no ho ya no say metin ye no kra me frame nua na bonaba so say menua you are fighting for the common cause on fire e bia no are busy but why busy kra no nya people like us men frɛ enye hwe menua no
oka the regional welfare officer mine nunya for nimu dudu kakra
bi dem nim ni nipadua dem nim ne se kwan ofa so a all hagwadifo ni titi drivers no you should be careful menua nipa nyina ene kabo mu ne ye ba no yes say the battle is the Lord's
sure
ni nyina your common cause and nano yakoduru ba bi say ye yakonya nipa mienu and ye wura so ebinom wura ye fisi ya ka se ekon ye nyame kon se nyame ye ekon dia mobi dia onsisi obi se nyame di nipa ni mu a odi pepepe na ye adwuma se nyame di ekon ani mu a odi buo ma nipa na mom se nyina ya ba na ofri se bia me enam ye sei anam ye sei no na kon na odi ma nyame no owura ye fi ho enti stress apani no onfa buo ni die se sampe aboa no a onfa buo ni die madwadifo any or the saying drivers me kind of idea so ye betuma ko tume ye mu binom o ka sa wi ani a record o and e bi di copy positions I careless enye nipa kwan ni nyame akwan and we continue to say the truth baby abeduro no se nipa baako efiri suru besi form si ye be ye aye tintin say party ni yemfa ho de obra party na dia ban ne ba ne de you rather sacrifice that person na party ye break 8 yakuya ni mono eniema a osi etimi ye break 8 no eye no kredie eye buade ma ye ho eye party traditional de kaye eye se aban oteso no nani ba ne ho so hu se party na de ne bae na wadi buo se nipa no wo ya appointee se o ya ban no ehunam nipa wodi buo be ma party no na sabe
ye nyina na ye di buo ba me ho akoya nim ena yese party ni nso so a ebia wo wunya bibie no emfa bufuo enkasa ntia ban no sans wanhwe ye na so wo kasa tia ban no so a eno so no betia ye wira egunikom aban fa buo ma party for mfa buo mfa ma party no sie mienu nya yetimi build that sana gina eno de bekoya nim se ya nya de sa na ye tena se na mo na mo ya appointees ene emfa mo a mesre obi kra nyame no na obi kra nyame no na obi nim ho
issue na ngasa ye den
media footwo na mdema it's not about say issue name of the American say na nakwa akudua no wono na sem na American say wan kasa achim kwa okọ sesie ya ode fa eye adum any of the places ebesi agikum yi ho na busa drivers ni traders no na hwe niema papa no ono akobie no office elder Dr. Mensa no ono che driver no agidi key no de call no position no woka position for
na I came me baby a omoche ka se kono afamaja ho kono
me de minim no kura so no o sese me de magine kwasuo mebre no maka no so yenhwe ni ye yenhwe de atoso mienu enso ne so mampani ayebi yen dollar yi a ahokire aba mebrebe nyina no se yen katrema yesiesie no a ye de pe amanone enema hwe atade e hyemia no pei no
Africa we
bruni bibini
me de sa
me ofa se ba ko ono won kan adabraka ye friend Reagan on ye we say
no de sell
oba kumase ye say ya me ofa se ba ko wono so no kwaku outlook another wonderful year wa nwoma so eno mpempam se ye nya test and farm entu amampani nyame nyansan mu ana so na ni so ade hunu se so man ne betumi akona ni mu a na me ka se opposition no ye kono obia na o se the Gettysburg economy cannot be continued. Gettysburg economy is ye fa raw materials na ye fa the form ade de ko ye mfa value bi enka ho o mampani na ni so ade hunu no entu trust share say ye mfa one district one factory mra Ashanti region the 274 one district one factory no ye nko ekutembe say 50 ye adodo no aye wie eye nimsem enye esumasem no mampani nu say factory ni be adwuma the sources of raw materials because we have precedents to guide us and Nkrumah industries may be boy ye ni nyina no na raw materials no woman ti ni ho mama diam ni kakot je ahwedifuo ade no to commercial kafet omo ade gu no Nkrumah dia PNDC ne be gu no te say de Kumasi ade omgugu ye die omo ade gu no gu atonsu sugar shoe factory omo ade gu no it is all by now senka wo koya nka no problem name the source of raw material they never thought of that and the konwe ne sia ye ba yi no nyame ada roma ada his excellency Adomako Akufuado wo se dia ase bia no ye beye ni aka fofora ye no ho enti o greenfield and brownfield o mampani aye ba me ke dia siso se ye we se nyina no se institutions no so antimi amomani amre na chimkwa ya nhwe ye ama ye local market ni ya nhwe ni ya menua de beye bia de de kenten ebe konsuo e dia na meka ne sa me no me Kumasi ni abranche na me nyini Kumasi na me nim se ni sikro sam na esusu ani obibi friend say Ashanti made se na fa Ashanti region ye esusu ani ya ababi e ba ye free PNDC ni NDC o ma wo NDC ya wo mo de ketre madan na dada Asantefuo yi no e ya mo de ne ye nkrofo ni bi ennim no woti ase enka Ghana enka Ashanti region ni Ghana nyina keti say Italy wo mo do mo ni si yenso ebuache matres num apia menkanom poku transport num BMS anom eni mpanimfo me nana ya buache num eni ade anu omo raw materials no omo transforming ye guyenwuma eye niema bebre enti nkrofo we say no ahokire bremu na omo fia santeman oti ase wo madani obiri pantampram omo di ensra de atoye nam twene nyado amu aboa no ye frɛ biri pantampram omo se ma no potasa no hunu srade ayi na aboa no no a year free nyado me was wapoto ama srade nako ebi na ndisi over the years omo dia yen enti me ka dia siso se ne na China foi asi bomodene a ye na hene makura wo kohwe keu ko ayi mobua no sama hene ho nom ayi mobua pa ahene ma wo hwea otum sa hene manie kohwe kente adangomase kohwe bonwire ene wononom na hwe fanse Asante kente the kan we de akura na otum say yes honhom wo mu ene yeto ama China fo etim betwa ne de akwa kente ne de aba efra wa nanso otigu so
enfa port
ene rubber mpaboa hodo eden ene tina make us the institutions no wo mo da no o mampani ba kofo nsaso ba kofo nsaso nyame ni kata they should be proactive and responsible Sane empaboa nkakra nka adwadifoɔ betimi ayɛ de aboa no so no wɔn ate aguso empaboa sɛ
ɔmo yɛ China hene nyina
wɔn yɛ di nyina menua wodru sprinters wa na China fo no bi tu aburo wɔn tu aburo
sa
aburo me ka kyerɛ wo aburo ya toto China fo bi tutu aburo ho
sa sprinters
menua bia kan yɛ kan si yɛ ne amere ne de ya agudie ne ade a ɔmampani adwuma pa wa yɛ planting for food and jobs one district one factory no ahokyira ba nyina no na statistical service de tu dwa say nneema miensa eno so abutima boa ama yetimi nya export surplus no eno no ba ko yɛ digitization ba ko planting for food and jobs ba ko one district one factory sanu na amade a en economy ni ewiase ahokyere beto se de dwoma ama motuo ya NDC for na ni suade hunu bia ni wono akaewu it we should protect our local industries said a bit me aboa and virtually no China for no one for Ghana say a dumping grounds. I'm sorry say we have been in government for almost 6 years until say okay a indictment now so say better late than never me na ye do am ko transkora hinsan say wan hwe hu ye na akoya koraboni bi na kuro bi kutu say so bi anya omfom so mpo ne kuro kutu a wo se kuro no bewu agi se otumudwa nti ne kokro moti se no ne moyre ba ko
no de num
wodwimu a no de tontruwa no no de abana so no de abonso hienum
otugum
na wa next time so obehi wagudie mu ye bie obedi rough bie wa eni nti no se yantudwa na emwa maka ni sa wie no menua yemra NDC fo no adie no eso eye mesiri ye dia Mr. Ghana fo empa ni say 2016 by 2013-2014 ni yetimi kire say ekwa we ne fa so a energy betimi aye sabre ni yetimi kase sikasem se ne betimi aye yanwumasia se ne besi aye lo and behold ya kan ye bia nsoso no ya nka ne se na just talking shop ye buy na di adwuma no eniema sesan enkane ye etremu fo so mpofu ye ne ono ankasa ne wura fi no eso man ye mamu nya den ye ni ewu ye ni boni
ese no ketia man tough time
what kumasia ena wo ye dede what ya say sabre no wakotra Peace FM 2017 ese ya nyima manfiri wodi ankanka dum so no enke yeye what ya say eniema ne aka ni say si ye disikasha nkane anu mu a ebegina no Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia mo kan no eye adwuma e baaye no de ne aka say enwumasua hadwen emre bia ekofom no dodoɔ no anya kwan a obetime nya nwumasua ni bi ye momodin sɛ afoforo so betime nya kwan bi ye baaye no free SHS ban ye mese Ghana fo ni sɛ enya PP asɛm nya NDC asɛm eyo man ne ho dɔ ne nya misuro ye musa sɛ deda NDC fo ye no wo mo da be no betime akɔgyina wo sɛ economy no ye ba sɛ de bɛyɛ no ye ba nwumasua no sɛ de besi ayɛ no so then it fits into me book no sɛ kwatekwa so amount to ma
chief
Bema woni na natifie en wo se ne yire no ne girlfriend ne ho en wo no ye de mo ye ana me bo ana na ni nyina mu no wa ma ma anya hwe wa anya hwe wo kwai na somasi bi ba no be fa na fe de oye oni ma yi a akoya no ye dendenden ya hwe yire sene 2008 o mampani kufodi akoduru ba bia the whole Africa ye no man ye di kai enya rating B+. Aya felt Standard and Poor any Moody one rate ye kodru ye ni the first African country ya yanom ba ye omde yan call say B-. No omde just omde ya call from Kraminia enti de sabi say this for ba no mu kura ni so ade hunu pa de a meni anka na adwen enda meken this for asmi ameken what is na otwi entokwa si watamale wo regional office
wo chairman we ompe no bi
Ghana for fatu wuti na ma prison ni ranho MPP started ye the polling station ye call region polling station ye call electoral area ye ba constituency ye call region and ye call national nyamia dom ya ti se tuotoi enanu ye mo cham ye wuni akofo obi nsi a etu eto no ho ene ne ma ekọ so no me apietu o de say current IGP oya medi ne ho yawo oya ma unu se populism no de hyase sabapim nne na otwadu na wo men e wo honom na wo ba foforo no abronya mo ne Steven amu anom MPP for na senior or say the incompetent special prosecutor o ye ya ordinary na si enso no a enkati
incompetent
I will explain to you or you're incompetent.
How?
Or you're irresponsible. Message mo phantom.
So we publish number of
cases. We publishing nyabotre so nyabotre. Look, necessary IGP be pim ne ontimi chi obi a ho dia menua mesre mo ye aye liability. By now no e wasanka aye effect yekima chi obi because ya ndisi for there wo mo tututuo no mo ntum kuma no ma o yati kuma siase no mukum baako e wo ketia e chiri ha mebu ana on party office no wo mo twitu anya so mo de ko wira mo
omkum nipa.
The difference between MPP and DC ni say MPP ni no sabi oye MPP ni a eba 90% no se party ni okura na obetima ye bibi e de aboa wo ye dwadini wo ye kuani wo ye obi on wasuan ma ono wo kire na de na oye bibie eni nti no eya ne boa yin but no so ni trimuda no ayenso ye ba ban mu no eya na sabi the kind of energy o se di wura mu no eya na enkom bandisi fo no de wa for party ni say the bosom ni koko eti so be kuwa di nkontompa e de be nia no a no. The difference between MPP ni ade ni say o man no nkwa ni mu ne nkoso ye abo anyafo ne mobrofo titiriw no MPP no solution no free president ko Professor Buzi atai ya ye ne history ni anhwe yen krase aban ni ade rural development Professor Buzi na de bae UP tradition and of fa emrufie as a minister nkrase ni ye a krombe ye ne de bae kuadwuma be ye ne de bae ansa no mapani kufo ba social interventions poor policies ahodo de bae o mapani akufo ado the same thing and this intimin ka baako enti wo na woto no na yeso abakumase ya na sese no sabe unimo wu ahwena yati kumase o mapani kufo de health insurance bae and this for kutia 2013 almost sorry free ho 2003 led by John Mama Money Haruna Drusumo any abamba be no free onom awrewo sam ne say ye no NDC for promise you say one time premium no buy ya menua anya ye no come the captation na de ya ne say tie wo wa Ashanti region captation no man fa ko voter region so Ashanti nko no de buy
and also my sidom target
wo mu wie o menua no nyampo yi ano in a very
capitation
say so
analyze them target
na capitation na buy no any pay wu ye no mortality rate e wa Ashanti region e unprecedented
choose first choice hospital yale
what you say mu wura ya fi but me sama be fi biem NDC for e hyase a etuo no mo de hyase ye ni a ewiase eso yen awokyira ba ewiase nyina no ekamu memma revealing statistics bi yet ma wie de nyina am ye da so bu aban no afa na mo statistics na ho etuo no mo hase etoto
na ka o refias former president kan
John Dramani Mama
good for good
oh minia Bible say do otwe boni ayi no do otwe nkrante no no boni empa nipa boni ni fie da eno de omo nkoso no omo nka oh
se bia no mo re
eno ntiminia eno no ye one. Number 2, medical can say Ghana for young momodin ya jitum or mampeni been honest enough. Na be the Dr. Bambud Baumia also been honest enough. Have all accepted. As a Viasia Wucheno, Yenya jitum. Nemo mono fatunti nama prison in Rango. Ya best saw a 2017. No, ya de ban send and a city. And then send and a city. Now why na this how no diaba. As compared to John Dramani Mama Sambre no 2014 your economy no because of say young fango no ekosro yenya saying GDP 14%. Nancy etimi wi ma onu agitum say ya wia men akadompe na sika ne pa yenwu no ati ye ma refre mama ye remfi enu nti na Bible so here Exodus a Deuteronomy the repetition of Exodus na be bia no the strong word in say monkai say yanke enso ebeke asere na mnu sabe da bia metaka masere sem ba ko say unya si puppet say unya si platform say u preach dia enya asema be yakwa ene anyamsem ene da no be yakwa winsafo ebi beba junkie fo ebi beba wan no beba na Pentecost fo ntwini SDA fo nyum de amafo be eno no nkyere ese nipa no wode no ama Evangelical crusade. Yes, crusade na che ebi kura pa oba ye na kura de wo mom ye evangelism no wo mom say amanfo pe ball enti wo share da kofa European na yibi wo twam wo hwe bi o minua wo twam na hwe bi
sana ndisi de na kwe
oh minua nyabotre na meba so eni nti no sabe yen hwe ni ye na mom obi emfa Ephesians 5 no say em obi mfa nsem no na daw enkontompo no and I understand them when it comes to propaganda they are doing well. Because the way you are communicating, you know, one, who ever to a typical MP, hey, one must say, and of course, I say, I don't get Yanek, you say, for example, for Neka. It ain't then a MPP, young people for no, or how about when say, yet I'm your babu. Hey, I say, Kumase, one a catcher, one a catcher. Bakwako who dance for no wine. One at the fee. And what
I'm original chairman. I show video the party cast. I'm for ya the chira say
someone may church remudia chira nyabutre. There was several evidence a judge NDC for no when it comes to young falsified documents and yes and only one. It can also be na the NCA no ebi so no. I said the pan me brain wa card na o show ye no card na o show ye no. What the bear man will say ya chira so Ashanti region. Ya de ma constituency unu. What you say? One bazin crofone. It'll be free other regions. The impression is a Yanyama wounds Ashanti region has fallen. Strategically, adi omoye. And only a what? Yeah, yes, you could test evidence, no. Because you'll be in propaganda, we call it the bandwagon effect. The bandwagon effect. Kani abrochire memuno. Enyiresi memu ne mia mebre no. So obi person or per political appointment bia. Na wa pe ye horse ponko na sa tiase nam yi na odi asoso na otim na onam krom enti the man ni padodo no di akire no na chese we popular no na in political balance no we call it the bandwagon effect no na NDC for you know almost so ni pa na see akai enti wo ye undecided ana bia obuafo no o ene sa dia dodo afunu mo ana enya sa na tie nyampon exactly that's what they are doing. Another strategy so mo ye ni say so for you krom no mo ba ni aso asefo ni bi ni adoma begu o mo show mo card. There's nothing new under the sun. Ni enkrofo ni ejeja NDC fo no a ye mo ye sa ne ma no ade ba ko so a ewo mu bio so ni say I was say regional executive enye proactive because obo ye we ni nyira so no they are surreptitiously bringing people in. Yom ni electoral commission for the business so ye say the part me nya card so ye NDC ni a oh
automatically transfer to aba
no bet me there no there be apart from so bet transfer no kra no say year registration here almost say be say one nya you know obet me there come 2020 election no one of the reasons some people can who actually here say your district you say your district or the saying
assemblies nana
there be district electoral commission returning officers yeah pay attention they make you can quote me yeah pay attention yeah pay attention and in politics never should take anything for granted and penny for so therefore any more ferry and it is out trasy na say this in no ya no homo ekofa sa electoral commissioner na ono district one mono or for adamfo a wawu a lot and I make a no. Today's politics is about engagement. It's about lobbying. It's about relating well with all the stakeholders. Now in politics, no, you should identify your stakeholders. Electoral commission or Kahubi, security or Kahubi, they are also stakeholders. Religious leaders or Kahubi, traditional rulers or Kahubi, student group or Kahubi. Workers group so you need to identify all these things. They are called the influencers or the publics in PR, and they are called the influencers or the connectors, the academia now of course months and for no pa so want to me and transit now you are near my trust as oh yeah near the idea
also be winning try
they make a patch out say yes and no be no for some of mo yenti na smart as say o mo kan ya ye want evidence say o mo kan nya do kure no mo me interest in fiansa she dem reform bible can say kan ya ofri hwe ase na sakra wagin Kumasi politics no enya di no Kumasi politics eye nipa ye last 2 weeks or so me betwam na me call say central market na menua ma bi ho no na sa na otwere me na yewura lanche ma chema ba yi o mo ayi no eja me nka ho bi me nka organizers yi ho bi ena obi mfra me mfa asem nto manim ena ja me de me nam ti na me koye me space yi
asem ma wache me na yi
oti ase fine ti we na me koye no emba nu mi ana na bo na mo ba na mo t-shirt kura mama ye bi so bi ka chese Kumasi ye nto aba obo wo ewo mabufuo kakra wom ne wo opusu nu ma na ate kankan wonya na je so okoto ama ndc o ne mo bia ni bu na afuo ye wo mfia mienu amanyesem da krokura timi sesa nipa ni nya ase betumi aben fansa tu nu kom keke obenya ntiase asanteme mu amanyesem no enya de no eye nipa ye o mo kan sa na mtwam na yese me kom wo mo me mo just 50 cedis e ma be sensi asenso enyuma o mu side ma me no
one record bi ama
na o sanka bantma nyom kro oti ase e o sanka ko ho no mu twa na me ko ananka ye Adomako be ma ni onya ka ya burum se ya na
kidi sa no we o
me se nyuma e bo ma me no minua Kumasi de no de atia ni se regions ni nyina na 15 obia was certain trace
16
Kumasi yempedwa o yempese sebe uyi makwa o asantime mu no yempese sebe o kire se wo na ye we o
nya ho maso se
onidi wo fie eye fom opusu nu ma na ate ne kankan se ye ni ba ye ho so na strategy 2014 ye mu binum ye sori ani ye tia nom na da bi eguso ani ye ni ade no ende titiri wo mo atime dom e wo nyame anim ne akufu ado anim na tia no a dodo na nsi fom no it's about time
mamenka refo ne tie was ne lawyer ya Adomako Baaafi ana 18 comment right the privilege morning show on Wontumi 101.3 radio Wontumi TV and pay na fiada 101 with lawyer ya Adomako Baaafi ena yete ema on city classic ointment pebi na fasra na de sra ebeboa pa ma we de na timi atoso eti atoso ye man so eti aboa ho yes so be kwa bi ato abito bi akwa benye bi ato ensese wetin dia sra oba no 0544 791600 0500 799433 na ya so me bia etimi ay kama edi amount Vical 20 boost immune system no immune booster support abeti aboa ma so wa de tejan na so ba sa ya bi ekwu e bekra wo no onti mekra wo no wakọ bla bebe bi na to na no 100% herbs and it is on your bisana so no mo a eboa ni padua man padua systems na wo no kama better bi do be benya bi ato na so otimi anonom o fresh 0244 585531 0244 585531 0244 876321 na ajoso privilege morning show on Wontumi 101.3 radio Wontumi TV ana sabre wo hwe yan pai ukọ Facebook a Wontumi TV on Facebook Wontumi TV on Facebook all the platforms no Wontumi TV ubenya yan na so watimi ene yan so atimi adijuma la
mira
ti ade ko for bari na ne se wonya position a me vent na so anya fe na me de me na do mama position mama appointment etimi de an no na bi bisa asem bi se
so ama ma kirem ene kwa na main topic the need a reason anabotaya eni nti so wa ban mu a ekwan ya ofaso ya oniema e wo kasa kirem mu communication mu no e wo say different
okay
e say different me ba ye no so nti me muso asem na obisa me
na mbisa se o se obi won ma ko political appointment a ahara so wonya wie no kwa o mabiem and so we compare a party appointment and our party airports no kwakwaya the way obesia brand name obefemu ase wetimi anya position no owi no be adwuma boa ma ban ne ba power wia na safo na wo mo benya appointment no no mo tesoro wamma wanka hwe na fe de how ana be da sabe the party no bra parties are elections biem
meba ye no so na de atia ni se nsese ye generalize no de benia na krubia mesa wom ba kwa na mienu bi no onya atumi no still o kaise fomfo bi ho eni ntino de oba ba dodo no ano eya hadwene but eno so me de beto eni ma miensa me be create me be ka ama obi a wotie wo ntumi bia na no say it's long overdue education ya me de eba so obusa amasem bi say the internal special prosecutor me say we incompetent minua sebie so na na dan ko Akufo-Addo and so ade hunu say e be ko atia keta hyehyɛ no and a part of our manifesto promise no e di shame say ba e be creating office of the special prosecutor na de atia ni say ba bia or the saying ba bia onyame eye ne nkate kwan yes
na bro sam so otunu ko bia na ne momone ade o de betu ye anka babuai
akoye seda bia no ani wo ho patia me Dubai yenim de ode ekoye ani ntinka wo no kisi ajaben oba ye yi no na wo sanka o trase to study the precedents onu de mpo de west patia me do small kind the office near the kisi ajaben kan bi the first day I met him say I love my brother but oh ye akasa dodo eno amanfo twetwen me mebrebe ye twetwen mebre ni a record ni a kwachire pani we na Adomako hwe baby yakoduro no si enyina ya dwen ye se ade na enye ba ye nyina be defend ya ye beko na mmom no sade ne nye ne yetimi tigina sade we di anko yi a ye be sanka Ghana fo abufu and that is part of communication so we say masses no the opinion makers no one more against your policy no straight away no strategically no man crofo ni be shifted you know oh send young people for nyina but ye nyina Daniel say we are copycats we are gullible we are credulous and we are blindly supporting an issue ebe man crofo buafu more President Kufuor maybe see mama ni minister maybe see bootlickers for no rumor mongers no na say who opposition so asan crofo no abawe ye ohoyi ebi wom and these are the people wo free so mo ye dia everything but ye nyame mfasa ama nyame mpangu opposition dey enko no matter what kwa bia se dey see fighting year 2014 no since 2029 no 2009 no nyame adaroma ye bekoso enye de obi ye na mehwe anabebu mabam your mind wo do any party no botaye pa MPP apratete akura no yes hwe mame chiro MPP say NDC yamfum so baby a Ghana for free say e normal e Ghana for bi no the entire no many bre MPP so no say yamfum so free say wo de wunim ena ni da so mo ye mu no ezu tina me enkrofo bufuo no wono no de kwasi basahye ade de obi ato na sawram dada
onewe
na nya NDC enema ben na kofo be ye na MPP timi ya wo mo bombe timi aye bi ana ye dije omo timi ye kwasi basahye ade na so wunu anya kitafo papa na do achi kwahye kwasi basahye ade achi a ebe wiase no ayo achi pasa wono de kwasi bedi wa
oti asemando na ubobna
yes wono koko na dijaye no ba omfa nhwe man no omfa nhwe oma wode ye masem wode guru medemase and that is NDC for you oti ase ninia na sabe ofoso ayi wode saying
kuseja be
obayi eno no na nchen na waba beto eye one wode saying eye double salary ya Ghana fo nyina tipa ye nka opani kan wasem some people mpokura nkrofo aye boni a Bible so okra aye boni no no ne wuo ya nsoso so na mum ball kra no ye bo first half ni adi ka beto ye no uje mfiri ho na ye den wa second half edi nam tama class enwan maslog issue eda ho jo mama ebasi eda ho na say ya pressure ko no so no bo apade ko fam trata bia President Kufuor de buy over 1000 almost 2000 yeah yarga monim ayimo eche ye no eda ho ofiti ya asem koba ya NDC for na dikai aye achimota forest won hihye ya omoni abusia de amabusiafo om kra toto bienu safuse ni nom sajo de kopie mu ade achi osimede court na se obi a wo no astute lawyer like isi ajabe okoya you were slapped wadim koguase is he not incompetent twira no kra ka ho asem se obia na won to no bonya de o Russia no o sanipa no se bia dwene ni ho eno that Kenya la Bianca na semu akoba asembe na akoba asembi ama wa na wukreti a fictitious narration the entire mechanics ani say mami asemi a ekoba ya omoka ho asem ni nyina ani say yes say what they say ni hono no na value ni bi na ba fom na wan ade no jo mama na de samra no de ba ye 2016 and at 2015 2016 companies ahodoɔ a mama the same tax rebate ni ma nneɛma mebrebe maame no 2018 pɛ no bɛm na yɛ den wɔn do ani akosi ni so wo se koduru baabi no 1 million bi na ɔsɛn kotua na wɔn yɛ valuation no wɔn ahu ɛyɛ normal practice ɛwɔ GRA obi correct me de 2 years obi timi trust asa nneɛma we ni afro ne de normal practice na mebreba abatu ye ni sika Ghana fo bi no afa wia na wutimi nkan was just 1 million pe maame no ani adwuma ne se yempe ho asem wo de 1 million no fo sisi ya je yetua na ebomu no ye be faale ye defense wo saka sika ne dem o ma onu adwuna kwata America kusi agya ben oba yi so oni be 5 months so America wa tra 4 months they do buy se fine rich wo ho
awede ho
adan wo ye no sase ayinesi atu amanigre MPP Adomako Baaafi no makoye campaign nti e ba ye nya office special prosecutor e no te ho krachi ne o na aben na we de ankem fofoma lawyer ye a odi yanim e wo 2012 election ni Addison what wa ye
na ono way
oh minua na meme way kem fama kotampa onom kotampa onom na de ke hu so de say we say because kotampa onom ni Addison no mo so abre
that's a job for the boys oh
what say
omega a job for the boys
me nua sabie son ukrom pete du na mabika ukrom pete job for the boys na guajabi e de man no e de job for the man fe no to nchen dem asem no twam kura man ye yakase kura ni say oba ya enipa mienu a omo no ye adwuma no no na DC fo na so ogine party no
oba no be employ man
yes omo ye no na DC fo na yeden na wo no asante apiato abedi amboni sei na special assistant police for the end for kwa ne kogu mu e kire hu ya na ye too late akwade se be contest ena ye ba e levi ankede boy no won na kasa ho den won hia bibi akurugu Albert we one of the won na otwe letter e de ko GRA se open no e no kra conflict of interest e ye den na woman institution recommend obi ma e na o mo hwem no so ke be me na ba no no ni training no African Trade Center no wono na despite expertise ni ho etu okwa ho betom empire enti ya mane ma ade a chia akurugu se ma resign kusi agya ben se ma fa no ekodru ba bi no mo koye e customs for the training ape African Trade you are no wono na ma fa the consultant enti nia ayi what they saying
yes and is careful to any
asa tuanika obro sa wa ha o kasa ni nyaso no odi na dan kwa kufa ne MPP atem ane kopie na ne so oba wono de damoa woni aduchei kwa bi obefa so no obedi wo mani because omo na support no secondment ampa ebi wo apartment na chi a wodi sansen mu no akurugu no anu da nchen a baako ono susu ka ho wono na ye East Legon former ayi ansana commander ansana ayi ebeba odi saying
ajabe
nya police commander
IGP
Chris ata former finidi na oye police PRA Sefas ata no na ho ansana Sefas ata ebeba wono sani pay ekoye adwurum ewo gold ho ye friend DSP Emmanuel Basintale oye no na NDC eno mu ko bu nkrofo bi a wo mu company wo mu ye gold I said gold dey fake 1.3 million your investigation we under John Dramani mama no say akwa no kro no boy nto omu indict no omu indict na kusi eja bin ba ya wasa akofa sa nipa no and these are the two people no NDC ya omu no and the two omu ye adwuma onya incompetent adwumboni ma utrim
obecha adwuma no
obeya adwuma no na sabia so de okopo ewu adura ba oso mpafe obi okwache kromfo no ye indict ni say gold scandal bi ewom ye yi no no me de se fasata bae na kusi eja bin as typical of him sa twa letter come kusi eja bin say position na painting na with me investigation ma yi minipa no the letters are there I can read it ma me read it back from njiro menia e trawa ni rim de ye and penny 41 this is the party Conservative Party we preserve our tradition and honesty and ne MPP at all I'm said nonsense is prevailing
na be toboasi
no with all respect many a part we no may say people should embrace themselves for say ya betra se ama obi di kokwasa am yakọ position di ala kia ye nye sa adwuma no ye because it's not me baby anyame de maduroi de ebedie nko a de anyame makom ni ye da nanso mabrofo bi he looks up to the party asanteman nim say party no ye ne ba ye kan ni trant ndc fo twa nyina no hwa kwanya ye na Ashanti region hwa nyuma ye na Ashanti region
and indeed ye betimi ashobi kura kire Ghana
yes it you know despite say dru ba bia e de be ne aketema ne senko it e de ne a abufuo betimi abam ba bi nanso doesn't mean say asantema betu ne fra twene it doesn't mean so say wo so betimi fa asanteman sapofunu now of course na dan ko akufo ado on fa asanteman sapofunu de o so ye no waye de aka ye no ye betimi abo hu dawuro no eno no yasem hwe mamenkan basintar special prosecutor no ne letter no mamenkan kire okay onso so brantem
oba la ya Adomako Baaafi aya former communications director Adama NPP ane ne di kom Wontumi the privileged morning show na pay fear day no do ane abeso na madwuma aba beto so e di amao na mameka o se lawyer ebbo ne ma ba ko bi no bi su na twema double salary hon sem yi eno say akwada bi kura sama onti wasem kura wo mu a so mu di wo mu kura no ne wo mu kura na e wan no mo timi kasa pa na so mbeka so beka asem na to wo ma to say team na asem na ehome but it seems say as a penny for money ehwe no kura yeti special prosecutor Yewura Kisi Ajaben ono na say adman na na baketa se prekanka dwirim dia ona so he no kan ho asem ti no say no afia e kai no on the issue of double salary no la aba
eba
enam kwaso
ini 1.3 million gold scam safe as Arthur gleefully malign my clients for position lawyer headline news lawyer for DSP Emmanuel Basintali and 3 other colleagues who were indicted in a 1.3 million gold scam. Kisi Ajaben has accused Superintendent Sifas Atta of intentionally maligning his clients. Lawyer for DSP Basintali and 3 other colleagues who were indicted in a 1.3 Kisi Ajaben has accused Superintendent Sifas Atta of intentionally maligning his clients. According to him, Super Sifas Arthur deliberately maligned his clients to have been to have them removed so he can be made the commander of the East Legon Police Command. That is what has happened because he has no basis whatsoever for making those allegations and calling my clients thieves and fraudsters. So if you are gleefully engaged in the maligning of someone's character only for you to now be appointed to the same position, occupy the position you are maligning, it sounds to me as unfortunate. What you say?
Nice where Kisi Ajaben e truck
Kisi Ajaben sa police
lawyer ni de
police ni ba ko
na iso ni adwuma
oni ni adwuma no eno class nya conflict of interest. Must you sit down? Must you be quiet?
Must draw attention.
Minia the appointing authorities ntomo nim na attention wonim
say be o ma
so wo nim a yakika mafuna kika madam pai
but the lawyer say be onim na adwuma a wo ye
minia de tie ne say ethically no morally no enye right say wo nya bone kura na o client de ontimi ma adwuma ana me bo ana o client ontimi ma adwuma. It doesn't help anywhere. A conflict of interest, especially say indicted no and the record is there
and there's no evidence in pen letter now or throwing. So or say asem am kafa ne ho no enye no kre
wo so antimi wo kwa en so wo so antimi amfa court so the court so di for enti e den na wo kromfo kwache kromfo odi yawu enanu ye no matiame do the nkrata be gu abonte say wo kra ye useless enti na nka me pese me nua Kisi Ajaben be yi matiame do letter na no wantima anyi ano adechin ya wo se confiscated cars 2017 on shase 2009 so ka wosen na na asem ni wurafi enti me kase nipa we se ni antwa yi ne ba bi ode ne nam no e ya hadwen panifo nkasa me fia ni si ho me nua fe memra eye communication hwe eniema asie no dodo no ano enye MPP asem o ne yi asem any dollar enu de yasem na de me den say him papa grow gabe yene
no to say
na no to srebo any council of state o ma to inside their Furiata woni Bank of Ghana governor na mbusasa Bank of Ghana governor no oji pay
so eduma
edru mre bia na inflation niam e kofom no say na ye bo na baso wo be ma so bi nida and then what has gone wrong
external shocks
so external inflation no or the same city no enti external source nti yankoso ne egu external source ne say media the factors ebi no local one o man panye to one among long term solution no one district one factory no ba yenya ndru ho yen trase
short term
oh yeah na Bank of Ghana di America no akofes ka no di abeshem mo so mo trase ehunu leakage no the national security ya mo fa kanda pada no they are doing what they can but I think so betima ko manim any BNI say am BNI for national security for ni bi na 24 hours o mo nyina various banks na nimu a o di sika no kwa ade be che no na woni ayi samra mafoi no mo magiko no magiko no mo ji ano me de ko Nigeria enu ye one factor the atoso mienu my bet ya ye twa me fitika ho asem odondroma ni mama time
na the dollar the ene
o wia onya sika ni wia o convert no de ko ni krom ananya sa na tie my bet no e di awu the atoso mienu hotels ahodo ni bia expatriates no adwuma ho hodo no wo mu wia they convert their money no de kwabro chire yet ya yetimi kan ho asem
but I don't rate the measures at all say bia per dollar ko di dwuma bia ya treso bia betini ya
de man kan we say no a enka so de we beba
me man kan say bia beta me kan
ya ba ni abe na say ya ba bosu be se bienu o man pani amfa sika ni bia me shem e fa hine fa
o mato
anase enkrofo bi so kan ho na
they say Ghana for be dollar account wa
me say ana ye crofo bi so ka ho na
ende bia
menua ye di tumi ma ese mfa me yo man ni yo na bebe ye koduro no mistakes makoma bi no uma ye nhwe emu ya ni ngoso ni ye nye ni ye na ye nyame mpangu sese ye kwa ye ni chiginafo niama awofo se bema se ye maame agya na owu a osu sere manyini ya eya no odwene se buo me kone fie na hwana be hama chiri sampanifo wa ba mu no amma sa sumani bia amma ye mu se ye mistake ni akwa why na be hwe yachi yesa be trafia biem eno dia madika maka ene enua ne nua be yaka adamfo betwam ebu ade mampani be free ho ebu ade me ma ho be free ho sansa bible kura kan se Yohanes boni person osoro ahenie no yakona ni bre
nya de die no
o man party MPP eye Ghana party o de ye ka bufu anyina no develop product bi na fa kwagina kwam na develop ndc so de wo be wie no by the close of the day no wo bo say MPP de ne besa it tells you MPP anytime me mfa ni agro menua oh no na other factors na ye ka ho asem no menua hwe memma America wo inflation then could do 2% crowd America as of February 2022 no now one inflation a year one no United one was set to reach 6.56 America
enu 2% there
do 6.8 and one sa akoye omo ayisem so inflation no say do say ekura na your projections no e bedru ba bie no e be ba bedru 3.15 me no ka say as at the fourth quarter of 2022 no minia say no inflation no oh a year 5th August 2022 no and now me know kasa say CPI the projection a year 9.1 America it is a MPP dia ya beji free NDC some 15.4 ya na nam 9% sana kodu 30 I am not justifying that but I am not good at maths when it comes to maths I'm a first class maths phobian mempe maths kra mempe maths na so no se wonya mathematician bi no strike ayina obetwen say 9 to 30 any 1 to 9 you know wo mo de no so chen fe no to nchen wo mo de no so chen fe UK inflation na enkwachire o me no ka say 10.1 na higher energy prices are one of the main reasons why the rate of inflation is so high na reasons somebody ma nia eye America de maye ebi ne high energy cost, ebi ye food, ebi ye housing no. One also they attribute it to the invasion or the Russia invasion. South Sudan also say Russia's invasion of Ukraine has led to more large increases in the price of gas since May. The price of gas has doubled. Share Canada. Let me find this so. As of July 2022, it was 7.6, highest since 1983. Highest since 1983.
So a cabinet train.
Yeah, catch say any say. So okay, 2 Timothy no chapter 3 no. O se na hunu ye se mre di akire mre mu ye din beba.
Honedry.
E bia mre mu ye din no kra na e wo yanim. Na bom si atoto ye ne ba bi susu yi a
yetimi gina we mu a.
Yetimi gina we sei mu a. Hwe, the best time for MPP any this time. And the worst time for MPP any this time. The best time for NDC any this time. And the worst time for NDC any this time. Pacho Busam said, "Dear Bintra,
Nent,
Yanfa MPP, dear. Sati bia we say moi. Osuro ni asasi ehwe wiase nyina. Ama yansu bia beka ye no. Say yetimi ginam totua ne ma ye ne adi buo ani yi hotena ni sekro ni niema ni buo emfa ma ye hunu firi ho. Na me ne yetimi tui etko break 8 na. NDC babio. This is the best time. But the worst time no so any say. Eniema ebuboy. Eni anso yeto ne nema ne bi ye fe. Eni entrance say how do we communicate the issues? It is the worst time. And this is the best time. Eni say sabre no. Wono anampam. Wanya campaign kura na senia wiasisi kono bia kan. And now yes o share Russia. O share or saying o share France. Any other countries na share Joe Biden no on rate na ba form. Any omufu so a natural the best time for them. And the worst time for them so say so almost take advantage of this a year. No almost so yet me we are the worst time for them. As one make and what you say. Obeti the line name be what so. Menia share MPP. Ye ba mu pe. Ena me kan say aba ye dia maye no. E ya dia kire se gidi e wo yemu. Ye manage the year e betra so ache. Now you cannot manage it without your effective communication. Men tra emblemu obi. Muntie ni ye. Men blemu obi. I'm here to provide solution. Now here you 4 reasons. Krata we see ekuta mi nyina no. How to build vibrant government stroke party communication.
Wana try.
Me Adomako Baaafi. Na de kai pa no say de kai pa no say poor attitude towards managing the voters expectations in communication. Wo ba no for voters ne say akra bia agene papa di say ne papa wuska akra bia agene papa di say ne ho odin adanya say ne tie eni nti 2 minutes de ma wo no Ghana for wo mu gidie. And into no any person who might do my idea. The expectations are numerous and varied. Day in, day out, no. The only way I bet me the manager of expectation is say, and you will be an Ossiaman ministerial appointment and any other form of appointment. The key people are one lead party, no, they are resourced. Or me a grassroots. It is Adomako Baaafi Mr. Kumasiya. Mr. Raminam Astal, Menam 18 mu, Makwasa Antia Fijase, Meko ayi. And it is your president and Mukrana, your woman. And your man be the best servo. Obuasi West and East, woman Adomako Baaafi him. Your yampo him. And in Tinyama be the best servo say, and training contompan this ifuano, Ebakwa Kwakano, Debiano Yania Yententia. And in politics, when you create a vacuum, you leave a space for distortions to be created. And you one. Dear Tosumienu, I dear Bakoba and say, well, we appointment, anywhere where your appointment, no, and I'm some obey Nipano. What you say, obey Nipano. I didn't know Kobasu and Yan Hunted or Sorokro Maha. Young Crofon be bringing ya almost out. Ya part nearby the sum of mine. But a number lifestyle I we drawn into no was when Yan Huntu a bar or Maha. And I also VH back one now Kabia Kunya, no. Oh, Bakranoa, Ghana for Minia, Meka. me ma o me bie ma me da we dey anabo na me se wa anabo na ye den akosu afrim poma aba bebe nya me de ma beduro ni abo in those days bus stop toilet ye hwiegu ani mu se nti wo kona kra akopɛ ba bi akoyi a okuta tontruwa no enai make 10 na de mienu asia na otobo wiem and this how far the Lord has brought some of us and na yanso so yaka bi ho metimi call water closet so toilet intimani so you should be contented with whatever God has brought us but no so nkyerɛ sɛ me ba me nkɔ ba bi enti wan kasa no eduru ba bi a o lifestyle no na koda na kyekyedeɛ na sɛbi open moja dodo ne afrem enti no yantimi amanage expectation no enti mebrebe no mo kawe no yaye but because engagement no anye so effective no amanfo no huni no bi baka say na hwa na ehunu ye nkrofo bi kura betimi asua de okuta de PhD so na sɛbi out of ignorance no dey kan me be man statistics to show
chaso also can assembly this week also okọ baby na party communicator
yes
na obi kasem fa aban we project ado akoso Ashanti region na okan bia party communicator ntimi and defend it no bi onimu nti na wan kan
party communicator no want to defend no eyenim guase ma no so timi defend yanka bebo no but I don't blame him
sebe no ni
otia na DC ana minister ana appointee bi okoye program o baby onte wo ya communicator na ye wie ni ase koyi ano a wonim yamfa no kran fa nya dwuma
eno so a factor on
ananya factor asem ma wache an so manayi sanyi ya ni asebe ye no party no buzi amoni je bi dan kwam de ma ye nti ye take kamfa say kam smith baby
I keep asking this question say adentina eya na gab abeda MMDCs ne party executives no the past 60 or 17 no and even communication
so many factors
na gab abeda ntem nipa no your project bi
so many factors na yamfa sa question to for consistency no mama exhaustive wenwie ne beba eno no so so many factors na yen trans your own research until the first one failure to manage the voters expectation in effective communication there be aboso ba na majapaye maye we in journalism your news values na ba ko we call it prominence prominence no asemo hia pa no and any panu kra wo di asem nanim no e ho na journalists no they skew their attention towards for agenda setting enti wo so wo de no unya ye ya NDC for ade na di ho NDC for timi kan ya aka so matwa kwa kra to wiem enso ben na de commander sugar factory ma nya journalist bi ankotra ho enso na sugar ni
wo so asichiri
o ti ase meboa ani timre bia no o so baso de toso mienu enipa ho de ye bibia entimi amaso no then you go out there to explain to them share America COVID no by less than 5 months and they came out with a comprehensive how do you call it work literature on how to communicate amidst COVID me wa copy da ho me ya 4 copies e command penny for some money na ya hwe communication Adomako na di ba into obi amfi so the first you know say we have failed to manage by repeatedly engaging the various stakeholders ya come communicating now the attorney say failure to manage the voters expectation communication wise no no nie and we are polarized it is Adomako Baaafi kan okura this NPP ni and then maybe so also so MPP so ya M1 akoka ogu party no how they been with the corporate positions. It ye mubi no you are reduced to certain that you be say wontimi nka. They make us out here say said you are buying the party ni be free how no no. Wo buy ya first I was so identify other people the academia. Issue no ba na dice here. University yankrofo omukasa. Doctor here no is so effective. Ya na corporate national chairman ni kro wo ke.
Edmo
and yet more probably proud of number oh there be a Lego
your friends
Amakuba no where are they and yes bibin wopo but a tom de bia so resilient level se bia na hokeka no enchen na ba mu abua wo be na diam na ye ne ya what is wrong say betima engage wo mo it's out of the choice of such people no engage wo mo and many others are and them negative presidency all Mabonte Mekasa. But if you had engaged them and treated them so well, you will be attacked, you will be all over the place. Yeah, you do academia no originally no na your MPP young constituency young constituencies nibia. What are we doing? It one na baka asem no one obi ono no ye the saying one no ye voter no oni so obi o ye academia de one no we will be a kind of cre face so no ona information kura no. Then the media, how many times any nkrofo no kwado do no aba no ma kwaku jiteku na se wan kasa fie kura no che ho yi a eye den na NDC radio akoho me tie me ni radio ye MPP ni NDC o. It's about your attitude. So we NDC ni kura na we engage no a otimi to asemase so on can be makra you are able to soften the clause. But say when you draw that partition so your NDC ni obey NDC assembly akire. And the media forget one no na set media one set agenda. Especially morning show for no any newspaper editors no o say and as one so no na wo di minister and one so that one was say the news we dey nka then no buy the
Yahoo can one editors.
If yes I'm telling you Abusa Yahoo Tama Omuwo or the say Kesben me baby am call me visiting every radio station me Accra me station be na me call me ni radio. Of course, me wa me for you should identify and consolidate your relationship with your allies. Name of the other side, no, don't neglect them. Now, wow, they cry how many times? Na campus wako baby. It's a lot of the issues, they are self-inflicted. And the young
Asempa na kanisa no.
Akwa kache peni bi se eja, we are mobo, why ye be? Nansi binu udi wawu. Ya tagu anim into we bonsam batenu hayen. Then a year workers group, how many times? And you strategize say, you need a pussy for share quietly. You do share quietly. You need good share quietly. One that catch a wound himself guta. Yeah, election. 2016. Unim near my movie a free cantamanto. Unim near Kajetia for Unim near Central Market, for Macolom de Boy. And now your time for civil society groups. You engage them. One money in no can be. To manage the expectations of your voters in communication wise, and you have neglected it. And you are one. Number two, and only one professor be. One professor be. Why a Canadian American scholar. Na oye will be a wabi ye papa yeah oye cognitive psychologist. Your friend Arthur Pinker, Professor Stephen Arthur Pinker. What na sisua de and already eniema miensa eye strong yeah or say a psychological biases or no there you looked at the psychology aspect of it. Now me as a researcher no me trans adwene ho no na e wo niema semblance e wo communication. The first one no a well documented fact that bad is stronger than good. Naturally so what can say bibi ye boni a obi empe oka se bibi ye papa obi ape oba bi ape be ma papa ompe be ma boni oba ma bi ape oba papa ompe oba boni enti naturally sa de tie na nsoso no adwene mu ene ne ekoya adwene mu no we always extol adia eye papa boni eche papa mame ma example on the average there be a wiase nyina flight aeroplanes no ana airplanes no and to cry 100,000 it is a afibako multiply by 100,000 every day and so said that group play bako enya sa hwiase ekoya first landing na adia bechi the whole world eno na beko akoye it confirms na nada dan ko akufo ado aba wa beto nurses over 60,000 to 80,000 mama mfa wo mo wa clear backlog ninya owie wa san fa wo mo aka nipa be 500 bi eno na ye news but because I was one trust here nsua say sad ho na ebe inform communication you know you have taken it and afa oni media no na eko and the media no nwuri this is pure academic ya also otimi de ye media no nya hwe ona to na dan ko akufu ado aba kwa ya kwa mebre wa Ashanti region kwa ya djuma mebre wa Ashanti region nemo no ye bi won kran ye bi wa tamale interchange ne nya nya ha de no quickly no engagement when they cause nti nipa ne wura fi sɛ na wo ba kane no wo kɔkɔ no ho a gye sɛ wotumi twam ɛwɔ asankare no wabɛfa ayi agogo abɛfa kɔnɔgo na deɛ yɛtumi atwa kwan na fa sankare hɔ ɛde awuram hɔ nipa wura fi ɛnɛ kane bɛkɔ kwan wo kɔ abra na ɔbɛbrɛ ɛnɛ wofa daban ha sɛ ya wowura mu ana de kɔ wuram na ade kɔ ɛnɛ mi kurom asante asɔre sɛ wonya free sɛ adwo so na wo kɔ a hwɛ sɛ de sitie ɛnɛ kwan no yɛtwa to mu a na wowura mu akora na akɔ da nwoma se a yɛsɛ atwa to mu bɔne kakra na aka no ɛno ɛna yɛ news deɛ meka sɛ wote aseɛ ɛne nti no a well documented fact that bad is always stronger than ayi enti sɛ woba journalism nso so a ɛwɔ hɔnom enti there is this maxim a yɛsɛ sɛ kraman ka nipa a ɛnyɛ news nipa ka kraman a ɛyɛ news na no news value a ɛwɔ hɔnom we call it oddity ɛmmerɛ bia bizarre news ɛna ɔbɛfa bizarre news and one obeye enti omampani eye wo responsibility de wayɛ no eye normal na mom de dey negative no ɛhɔnom do magye ko akɔhye enti sɛ wo yɛ wo communication strategy no if you are not guided by this forget the American transum John Mama ba 2012 okogina sirem ka sɛ me na me free sirem monto aba ma me oba wie ye no then best of more than 1 year 2 years na feeding grant ono ani krom kra wontimi ntua na na da nko akufo ado aba or the free SHS aba obia nya bi ahokyere wo wiase aba bosome mi kakra bi aba affect o maduane eno na ye news ma obie a well documented fact that bad is stronger than worse than good it is a one year proactive and need this research background that mean forget another issue so a ewo ho your position taking in journalism sad news value back a friend of conflict maybe they are drawing a wider we call it wide issues in propaganda conflict Adomako adwuma wa yi pa no ma no na mo ba bia kra na ba na hwede dia mo mi se wo nwene nkwachiri a
na wadwena sesa
na wo so abusa me call parliament bia na I have more friends in NDC Sam George nom Akando nom Boga MP what is saying
Innocent man
Innocent is so ni honom Innocent is a friend Adongo nom sad unu so your boase guy Adongo one stay there ya ye nyina enu e di agro ne ade Adomako adwuma wa ye pa de Tyler binom ne ade omu wiam na munim sasa me wo mfa so pa na mo ba yi mama prepara kra ma mo you need to be in politics you need to be a critical thinker oba o show weakness Ashanti region the stronghold pa na and emotionally obeji atum eti be fra wani say mentra say na me hese mo ba idea na mo ye na dia na ba we so aye they play on the psychology of the and in politics if you forget about the psychology and then the sociology of the people forget the mindset of the people is very key and then this it does well until they play on the conflict aspect of and na so si pasika wanya adanya we mu akoto na to one na hwe nipa no kra bi opposition na ene nyina emoye ya ye research we nyina to obi mfrew and they hold me I'm not sounding bragger 2006 and I'm a professor Kofi Ajikum near Kopis FM and the deployment menka ho kohwen krofo bom ye deployment ya na esre ne wia ne abetan say na MPP communication ne ebusa Adomako Baaafi anya hwekura no apart from say I'm your Tescom president e o Legon nhyira so nyame hyira me say wo mo na me di wo so no samia wukunom oko Eastern region organizer Jerinom maybe all over the place oba ayi Asante Achimdwa so Alex onu kwa no me vice Alex
MC no
yes me ni apa anya nchen okọ kumawu a ajekum no ka me ho okọ agogo eye oti
buati
many more because a list na calling so amankwa no when I was the president obi kra ne nyame no obi ni ho de me di ade no ma betimi de akọ me de aho brase be ye o de hantan be se no I'm sorry in communication you know I shouldn't be self-centered but the true baby for illustration you know you need to explain it
lawyer back to the question now ebra na yaso
meba de atoso mienu oh until no sa conflict no and this for be take advantage no mo take and a conflict na we mo nyeska etimre bia no they are trying to draw a wedge between the rich and the poor me was ye mom ne ehu ahia formable they make us out here na ye dia to so the second pointer Dr. Pinkard Arthur okaye psychology of moralization psychology of moralization no dia tia ni say enipa dwene mu no wo a otaka o masem wo mu no wo ne evuru say hu wo bobo dia tosu mienu wo ne efiri say wo nim die no nti okuje to betima twantro obetima keka nsem bia ndisi betima ye na wote ho enti wo ba ye no so wan trase an study we say nyina no a ama wo so wan fa alternative fa yi a o communication no wo betua sika entasomu the third one, a fourth one, and the study feeling about the past over the years across the globe amanfo adwene nyina ne say kane no na ye che nemu na ya no atrase say emra sa yare wei ye covid ba yi no e ba ye no yare ba bese be 30 years ago a menu ankani pe be ye den
kiase
ene edue uti due nka
ase
what is obi to eduro no akase edue
david
emra stone age ye maame no ya papa ye nananom no na sa amre no pieto kran so mo de aboa ngma ne kata o mo no eno na e better but that is the notion enne se nyame adom anadam ko akufo ade e bom paya ma no se ni mfie nwatwe no eso na ba asumdwe mu a aban obeba MPP aban kra na ye betumi akase o wono na ban no na akufo ado de na ye che no oti asiesa eni timre bia no edie na oso fa so minia hwe eye Canada what or say Scotland foundation be a friend no Gap Minder Foundation wo ye independent Swedish foundation a wo they are non religious wo nye political wo nye economic affiliation wo a research be based on several ignorance na the tiani say United States United States more than half thought it had poverty had increased in the United States. Only 5% answered. Only 5% answered correctly that world poverty had almost been half in the last century. 66% thought it had almost doubled. Over UK West. Na dia osi omo research omo wan say the one wo wie university or tech wo wie legon wo wie kivas wo wie ye apiaminka ana any institutions of learning no ye ofri sanko omo kra betimi akasa with statistics no wo mo didi say ewiase no ye kwa echi enti anya nwa say Ghana journalists betna say and there is no freedom of speech obro freedom of speech no and then no repeal of the criminal libel law access to right to information act a fair no than child crown so na court is ever ready to address any abuse. It is a one to me all these factors no everything me nya kwan chiremu ye but my mama
when our church the region or the core region to no
ka ho nemo no me take you almost through what communication is about. And briefly no what I do I work in the mama meaning of political communication. Why reasons to build strong and vibrant party communication and also come and then you come to Fachemi Sima so say brand new pressure yabaso who is a political communicator more often than not many of us we are not political communicators at best you can't be a political communicator don't one people who have gone through the mill they are well trained. It be cry consultants near the idea. But for the sake of our discussion, we group the communicators and here callers, the professionals say they are all political communicators. And then what are the requirements of a political communicator? And then who are buying more? People are in a haste to be heard, but they are not ready to add content to what they are speaking. And open me buy some me late kakra. Me tie the nyampon analysis I will make. Nyame ambo mani che o se manin koso. He knows what he's talking about. He has added value and content to what he's speaking about. And people at best, at most can be credited, say they are talking, they are talkers, they are not communicators. There's a clear distinction between communication and if you are a communicator, what is sought? One, you should know your audience. Kumasi na uwo, ensemble na woka, wamu traditional, culture no, odi ewuram bibia. And then the audience then the message. And then the delivery. Okay. No ba mu a nyema bebre wom. So ti ase nyema bebre be ewom. ɛno nso no ɛka ho ɛna fei no political communication books no deɛ a strategic handbook for effective political communication and volume 2 no ye how to speak how to persuade politically ebia na be 500 page document nyame adom ye dey ye it's not about me, it's not about MPP say NDC for krato nsaf ade say me ye no me de you know literature no me former lecturer at University of Ghana Dr. Haji one year NDC direct research director I called him said direct boss also be bro many NDC former deputy information minister Ajeni Boateng. I called him, you met in parliament. Minia also share namu famra. This transcends partisan level. A academic exercise.
Damana usia Ashanti region.
Oh, minia kwakwa. Any chama Wontumi yedin komo. Minim say as soon as possible. Me wie kra na I'll call them and obviously I know say they are here. And I say wo aban mu a
chama de menye so wa.
And a payment friend
Onia
friend.
Say UK at 30 no more.
Yes. But the point I'm trying to stress is to say communication now be in Ashanti region, you know. It should be different from the communication you do in the voter region.
Right.
Many kwajo upon kruma. Or farm as a consultant.
So and quickly
am I voter region? The kind of communication you know. Dr. Lecture, regional minister, sure. You can quote me everywhere. You say this guy, I want you to be here at all times. No communication in the politics, no. A local, a specific. Or Boise West and East Grano. Samino Musia made that obey 2 days. And near my Boise West for no, what about communicating more might not be the same. And I'm a buana. It is all called Jana, but now to me. Any about what is state battery. Any about we say, be specific. Charity begins at home.
Right. Now, quick one. Now, you are we advise say a regional press briefing no more yeno. Eka omenye regional basis ka
regional specific. Kenu kura beboa. President Kufuor time wa the People's Assembly no ba no. Eyade aneboa. O mampani ayade a every year okọ region baako. Anase 2 anase 3. Wonderful. But say regional ministers ebe move na enkran odi aba no. Sabi, the abebeto bi ayempoyim. Now more importantly, no, charity begins at home. Obusa me question before DC is no near the ade no. There so many factors. E binum DC is no esuban. E binum so nibre e onipa bi fam. Because ye to aba. Enti nipa no aba no e bia na so mesi se we na nka ba me menya ta fa bi. Enti DC ni betena so kra onye hwe no, ye de asema to no so. O na tamfo ho. Na sa politics na den. Ebi kura regional a constituency chairman and an co-op. Ebi a party for no ankasa. Say ya trust address that issue na me say ya. This is so buy no. Also semestering crop ni. Name mo ba nya crop na do buy you a party na do buy. What dey no so ato nchen so a. This is no. Minua. Emra wo mi di kai buy no. Some the Ministry of what they say special initiative. A lot of the projects non ministers this is no. But collective responsibility no enti ontimi nkokasa near the time na gunu so and now year buy no covid year buy no this is no do one sika mo sankan yo but ono sinti metra bonten nkokasa yes one wamen eti sesani mani nyina akoba na se DC no so no
wa meka
woman relation no so nya na cha be sutrom ye na komani hanane amanyo sem bia no a kire se woni nipa be he kwadwo ba redu men ka se bi di sika se da. And so mra ba for Kings Radio me koya morning show host on no kwadwo ba akra me si akra o se ya odi machi ne enko ha menne no ne alio mama mo ne nam nkurase owi a ne atokoko na yi samre the DC ya no odi friend George Frimpong no freedom ya ba ni fia na je nya fufuo bi de adi SK Boafo nanya de so meska o
ne potty farm ground George Frimpong o kai
George Frimpong yes oh o share a year SK Boafo o genuine o serious politician o di agragro ni ade sa no de yafa ho enye ni sika but human relation enti politics aye no ade nyina titre oni abibrem ase no hono nipa ye e de de si won kwa se DC wa office bet ma organize say na de matoball me di jesi atoso ye kobo no apeka kra bi 1000 emre bia you are moving in the youth e ma you are program bi wa shekire wa organize ade pamfo ni ade ye koye yi bi wa se wo bet ma defense DC you akotena mu bi oni ma ya nenam SDA for ye nhyiamu e wa makom SDA ye na ye yi me frɛ anwure me kokasa die na si ho kwasɛ mpanimfo mo ate bi kura so the letters akom wo mo de ya mo amane kura na maba yonko do bi akoye die na si ho kwan
right
die na si ho kwan na jarabi ayeto ne sen se Friday wo kope ba ko bi ya nto nsa mfa mfrɛ wo pani ate kura mu na bo na ne se wakɔ salamu alaikum
Central Mosque
yes Masarati Juma salamu alaikum no maji so wa alaikum salam na bia yisula yi wapɛ kakra bia gu trim na mo ya dwuma me ba ha sɛ ya yenim sɛ Quran no sɛne akɔnhyɛni kronkron Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam ɛne ma egu on mo no asomdwe entimo ya asomdwe ma beta mo achi menia the mindset of the people you can't do politics without that
no ya Adomako Baaafi ana oten encourage former communications director de ma NPP papa researcher books a watchro no nyagro say watchro 20 ya me adma next week oba obebele me 3 o say 5
o be 5 be 1 two abegu studio
and one ti ote po yando so bright yamponka po yando bom di no Kelby proud assembly member Kelby bia obi anu cha la Kelby so tia pa so tia pa nti I don't know ya disia na yakọ ni amakwan ma Muslim na babetwa so bodo duba ko amadwuma babetwa so pramoto akase asana ila gudi musem